Welcome to our channel, where today we explore the powerful story of Anne Frank and her diary, a Jewish girl's perspective on the Holocaust. Through her heartfelt words, we gain a deeper understanding of the horrors of war and the atrocities committed by the Nazis. Join us as we uncover the impact of Anne's diary, a testament to resilience and a reminder of the importance of preserving the memory of the Holocaust. Anne Frank, born on June 12, 1929 in Frankfurt, Germany, emerged as an enduring symbol of the Holocaust. Her diary, which she kept during her time in hiding, provides a poignant first-hand account of the atrocities committed by the Nazis, offering a unique glimpse into the life of a Jewish girl during one of the darkest periods in human history. The Holocaust, carried out by Adolf Hitler's Nazi regime from 1933 to 1945, resulted in the genocide of 6 million Jews. The Nazis propagated anti-Semitic ideologies and implemented policies that marginalized and dehumanized Jewish communities across Europe. Discrimination, persecution, and eventual extermination became the hallmarks of their reign of terror. Amidst this backdrop, Anne Frank's family confronted the mounting threat. Otto Frank, her father, recognized the dangers they faced and decided to relocate the family to Amsterdam, Netherlands in 1933. They sought refuge and hoped for a future free from the clutches of Nazi Germany. Anne Frank's childhood in Frankfurt, Germany, was marked by the warmth of a loving family and the vibrancy of a thriving community. Her parents, Otto and Edith Frank, fostered an environment that encouraged curiosity, creativity, and intellectual growth. Anne's older sister, Margaret, provided companionship and shared in the joys and challenges of their early years. However, the rise of Nazi Germany and the ascent of Adolf Hitler as Chancellor in 1933 brought swift and dramatic changes to Anne's world. Anti-Semitic policies rapidly gained momentum, driven by propaganda campaigns that stoked fear and hatred towards Jews. Discrimination and persecution seeped into every aspect of society, affecting Anne's daily life. In 1934, Anne and Margaret were uprooted from their familiar surroundings when they were enrolled in a non-Jewish school due to increasing anti-Semitism. Despite the initial excitement of new experiences, Anne keenly felt the sting of being different and facing exclusion from her peers. The seeds of injustice and prejudice were sown, shaping her perspective and understanding of the world. As the Nazi regime consolidated power, the implementation of the Nuremberg Laws in 1935 further entrenched discrimination against Jews. These laws stripped Jewish citizens of their rights and systematically segregated them from society. Anne's family, like many others, felt the oppressive weight of these measures, which included restrictions on employment, education, and social interactions. The devastating events of Kristallnacht, also known as the Night of Broken Glass, in November 1938, signaled a significant escalation in Nazi brutality towards Jews. Anne's family witnessed firsthand the destruction of synagogues, shops, and homes owned by Jewish people. The violence and widespread arrests during this pogrom intensified the urgency for the Frank family to seek refuge and safety. In 1939, Otto Frank began making preparations to move his family out of Germany. Aware of the looming danger, he secured visas and arrangements to relocate to Amsterdam, Netherlands, where he hoped they would find sanctuary. By the time Anne celebrated her 10th birthday in June 1939, the family had made the courageous decision to leave their homeland behind. The move to Amsterdam initially provided a semblance of relief and the hope of a brighter future. Anne settled into a new routine, attending school, making friends, and embracing the freedom of their adopted city. However, the tranquility would be short-lived, as the Nazi invasion of the Netherlands in May 1940 shattered their hopes and plunged the country into occupation. Under the Nazi occupation, Jews of the Netherlands faced increasing persecution and the erosion of their rights. Anti-Jewish measures were swiftly implemented, including the forced registration of all Jews, the confiscation of property, and the imposition of curfews and restrictions on movement. Anne and her family witnessed the tightening grip of the Nazis, as their lives were increasingly defined by fear, uncertainty, and the constant threat of deportation. As the Nazi occupation tightened its grip on Amsterdam, the Frank family faced the grim reality of their situation. In July 1942, circumstances became dire, and they were forced to go into hiding to evade deportation to concentration camps. The Franks, along with 4 other Jewish individuals, sought refuge in a hidden annex located behind Otto Frank's office building. The secret annex consisted of a series of small rooms concealed behind a movable bookcase, isolating them from the outside world. Inside this confined space, they had to remain silent during the day to avoid detection by those working in the building. Life in hiding presented numerous challenges for the occupants. The confined space meant living in constant fear of discovery. They had to maintain absolute silence during working hours and adapt to a new routine dictated by the need for secrecy. The constant threat of betrayal and the ever-present fear of Nazi raids weighed heavily on their spirits. Amidst the isolation and uncertainty, Anne Frank found solace and an outlet for her thoughts and emotions in her diary. The diary became her trusted confidant, allowing her to express her deepest fears, aspirations, and dreams. In the pages of her diary, Anne poured out her soul, documenting the daily challenges of life in hiding, her evolving identity, and her reflections on the world outside. Anne's diary captured not only the mundane realities of their confined existence, but also the profound emotions and inner turmoil experienced by a young girl coming of age in extraordinary circumstances. She addressed her entries to an imaginary friend named Kitty, infusing her writings with a sense of intimacy and connection. Themes of fear, hope, resilience, and the power of imagination permeated Anne's diary. She grappled with the fear of discovery, the loss of freedom, and the uncertainty of the future. Yet, amidst the darkness, she maintained a glimmer of hope, yearning for a better world and expressing her belief in the inherent goodness of people. Her writings have illuminated the resilience of the human spirit and the capacity to find light even in the bleakest of times. Significant events documented in the diary included Anne's blossoming intellectual and emotional development, her observations on the dynamics within the annex, and her reflections on the broader context of the war. She drew inspiration from the outside world through radio broadcasts and shared her thoughts on historical events, literature, and the importance of human rights. Tragically, the Frank family's hidden sanctuary would not remain a secret. In August 1944, an act of betrayal led to their arrest. The occupants of the secret annex were discovered and apprehended by the Nazis, abruptly ending their period in hiding. Anne, her family, and the other inhabitants were first transported to the Westerbork transit camp in the Netherlands. From there they were sent to Auschwitz-Birkenau, the infamous extermination camp in Poland. Anne and Margit Frank, separated from their parents, faced the harsh realities of camp life. In early 1945, Anne and Margit were transferred to the Bergen-Belsen concentration camp, where conditions were deplorable. The sisters, weakened by malnutrition and disease, succumbed to typhus and died within weeks of each other, just a few months before the camp's liberation. The news of Anne's death devastated her father, Otto Frank, who was the sole survivor among the annex occupants. After the war, he returned to Amsterdam and discovered Anne's diary, which had been left behind in the chaos of their arrest. Recognizing the significance of his daughter's words, he made it his mission to have her diary published. The posthumous publication of Anne Frank's diary in 1947 introduced the world to the personal and emotional account of a Jewish girl during the Holocaust. The diary touched the hearts of millions, offering a human face to the unfathomable atrocities committed by the Nazis. It provided a poignant reminder of the individual lives lost and the potential snuffed out by hatred and prejudice. The legacy of Anne Frank's diary endures to this day. It has been translated into numerous languages, adapted for the stage and screen, and serves as an educational resource for generations. Anne's story continues to inspire individuals to stand against discrimination, prejudice, and the forces that seek to dehumanize others. In conclusion, Anne Frank's diary stands as a testament to the enduring power of the written word and the indomitable spirit of a young girl who refused to be silenced. It serves as a reminder of the atrocities of the Holocaust and the need to confront hatred and intolerance in all its forms. Anne Frank's story teaches us about the strength of the human spirit, the importance of empathy and compassion, and the imperative to build a more just and inclusive world. Thank you for joining us on this historical adventure. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more captivating stories from the past. Until next time.